Hello. Welcome back.
Hey.
Why aren't you looking nice today? How are we all? Hello, Creative Mind in the chat. It's nice to see some people here early. I see a few lurkers in the users in chat section.
Yeah.
If anyone's listening, I was having a few microphone issues. Let me know if they're better, fixed, if I'm too loud, not loud enough. If there's feedback, I will fix it. If you can hear my cat screaming, I apologize. But yeah, we're back again today. Sorry.
Remove the cat.
Remove the cat. But we're talking guilds today, specifically the Shadow Paradox, which is the large mercenary on a call so lurking, but Mike is good. Thank you, Pixie. Nice to see you in the chat. Ooh. First time actually chatting at the medium to long-term lurker. But happy to have you here. We don't mind cats screaming. Now, we are actually very used to cats screaming. I think the majority of people in this call are used to cats screaming. But yeah, we're talking the Shadow Paradox, which is the large mercenaries group within our homebrew setting of Quintus that operates within the country of Zarsan. The party in our Monday games just recently met the leader, the Last Shadow Zelray, and her Phoenix First Light. We're going to go over the history. We're going to flesh out some of like the backstory for this guild, and then depending on how we do this, kind of setting this as like a framework, we might, depending on how chat goes and behavior, we will
if you're all well behaved,
if you're all well behaved, you get to make a mercenary guild, and we'll help we'll work with you guys to name it, and we can if we get it finished today, or we can maybe even work on it next week, we can put it and set it in canon if we so like it enough. Obviously it will be made within the restraints, and not restraints, but like the building block parameters for like I'm limiting your fun. It has to exist within the races that exist within setting.
Giving chat a full control of creating something that can be canon in the world sounds very dangerous, but
it is very dangerous.
Let's see how it goes.
Look, we'll see how it goes. We'll play it as we go. Pixie, yeah, my afternoons are normally crazy. I work with Americans, so it's all meetings. So yeah, long time lurker to keep myself sane. Pixie, we were talking in Mike Man's channel about Ireland a little bit. I also used to work with Americans at a similar time. So do you work for eBay or Concentrix?
Imagine.
But no,
yeah, we did training together.
Imagine, that would be wild. But yeah, thanks. So happy to have everyone here. We're gonna start with this. So, Cindy, Raf, you recently also a lurk time lurker here. Don't know these guys, but they seem cool. Yes, completely. The anonymity.
Zahadasha.com. I think that's how you say it.
Definitely not Daria.
Definitely not Daria. Definitely not Daria. Just wearing like a moustache and glasses. Yeah.
Always. That would have been hilarious though. If you had worked for the same people I'd worked for, that would have been fucking wild. But yes, long time lurker. Definitely not a moderator. Definitely not the artist who's done. You do look lovely with your mustache, consistently and canonically.
Yeah.
But why does it not surprise me that Daria tuned in for the stream as we're about to start talking about Zelray?
Look, suddenly Jen's just gonna rock up and he's like, okay, cool.
Jen's gonna rock over, roll us for some character art and leave.
Shut the roll us with character art.
I used to work for an American cookie company online. I was in customer service. Ooh. I was in customer service for eBay, and I hated it. I left so quick.
Yeah.
My ears are open, my eyes are peeled. Well, yeah, so let's talk the leader of the Shadow Paradox. So originally it was the Six Shadows, which is, unfortunately, over the years, not all of them lived. Because adventuring work, it's rare to be in it for 30, 33, 34, 35 years. So I have Zelray, and this is one thing I want to, if chat wants to help with, we're gonna work on like who the Six Shadows. We're obviously keeping it a bit like shadow theme, so we definitely want a shadow monk, we want a shadow sorcerer, but I'm open to backstory ideas, and I'm open to various input, but specifically the leader. And I don't actually think she was the leader when it first began, but we have a Beastheart in there. Only Zelray, an orphan.
How do you spell her name accurately?
So I can put that into the doc. So if I will, the doc. Okay.
Zelray. Ah, yes.
At least I think that's how I've had it put down for a while.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I just wanted to double check.
I should probably bring out some of my books for this. But we know there are some members in there that we've also met within the game, like Nagel and Derek, who aren't so much the leaders or any were of the upper hierarchy, but Zelray, unfortunately, as time passed, all her adventuring partners and either passed on and couldn't be brought back or didn't want to come back, or maybe they had their soul bound and locked by some means. Zelray is, I believe she is described as somewhat half-elven to elven, difficult to actually perceive which, because no one's outright asked her. So she's of elven lineage, some form of elven lineage. Which in setting, and almost quizzically so, she is associated with a phoenix, is her beast heart companion, which is in setting very commonly associated with the goddess of the sun, Solelio. And for another matter is, Zelray also looks extremely similar to what people assume Solelio looks like. So there is definitely theory among there that she is like long lost descendant, like great grandchild.
Watch as AJ just completely misses the opportunity here to meet with a descendant of Solelio.
What does Zelray does? Yeah, sus. Exactly, Daria. Sorry, zh-dasha.com. Sus. Definitely not Daria.
Yeah. This is not Daria.
Definitely
Daria
not
would
Daria.
state that this is Daria as she came into the chat, canonically speaking.
That's why she flirted with Anna, because there's an innate connection, because Anna has the phoenix. She feels a natural. But it's also kind of interesting because in canon and in mythos, it's believed that if Solelio's phoenix would appear to, or a phoenix would appear to denote the new leader of the Church of the Morning Sun, and whether that's something Zelray knows of or is, chosen to ignore, it's,
Look, that's actually a question I had, is how common are phoenixes in the world?
Extremely rare. Extremely rare.
Okay. So just like someone having a pet, like a phoenix as their companion in that regard, that
would already put them with, like, someone of the Morning Sun would be like, okay, this person is like somehow tied, because phoenixes are in setting celestial beings. Like they do come from Rebosa.
Yeah, let's just connect the dots then. Like, got a phoenix, looks very similar to Solelio, is elvish descent. Like,
look, she could be, like, she does have,
Look, is she Solelio? Is she Solelio?
Is she Solelio? No, she is not Solelio.
Okay, we can rule that one there at least.
No, because Solelio can't live within the prime material.
Or can she?
Wait, imagine if it was just the part of Solelio's mind that was so fractured it just decided to split off from being a god altogether.
This is like the sane part of the mind.
I just love how Daria typed in all caps for that. That's why she flirted with Anna. It's like almost some sort of mind-breaking revelation.
All the dots. Pepe Sylvia.
Mm-hmm. It's like when she heard the descriptions, there was a ringing in the ear, so it didn't make sense at the time. But no,
sorry, you can believe.
One of the founding members, not even the original leader at the time, is the last shadow now known as Zelray. Quite the capable adventurer at this stage, being in the business 33 to 34 years is, it's kind of what it takes to be there that long. So, do you have ideas for what you want to make? So, like, we've got 5 members to, like, kind of stat out and come up with history of for the Shadow Paradox. Have you been, like, do you have ideas of what you want to put in? Do you have, like,
Yeah, I have some ideas, because we want to go for a general, like, shadow theme for all members.
So I definitely wanted Shadow Monk.
Yes.
Shadow Sorcerer.
And Shadow Sorcerer. I was also thinking it'd be cool to have, like, a College of Whispers bard, considering that's sort of, like, very much like Cloak and Dagger's espionage type of bard college.
Okay. So this was the adventure game. So that's like, we have, like...
Let's look at the balance. Let's look at the balance.
I'm curious what else you could put in.
I don't really know what a Beastheart does entirely.
Look, no one does. We've not played one in game yet, so...
What does a Beastheart do? Big question there.
They can kind of tank. They can kind of... Their DPS, they're not really magic-y. Yeah. Not that much, but...
Okay. I'm just trying to have a look. I mean, it's not quite the same. I mean, you could kind of theme an Echo Knight
I was actually thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah, because you can theme it to like their echo is very much like a shadowy apparition.
What about Eldritch Knight? I think they do Eldritch Knight as well.
Could do Eldritch Knight as well. Yeah, it's like a focus on illusion, magic, and stuff.
True.
So I definitely think either Echo or Eldritch.
I definitely want to put some form of druid in there, but what is a
see? That's the thing I was looking at. There's nothing that leaps out to me. I guess Moon Druid
could do a Moon Druid for the tank.
Moon could do it, and it kind of fits the whole shadowy thing. I'm just trying to think of, is there anything from the or if we wanted to use anything from our Kobold Press stuff, like Deep Magic?
Not off the top of my head that I can think about. Twilight Domain, if that wasn't banned in game, would be very good. And also, Cleric can't really exist within Ushakir, because it's an atheist state that this guild was formed in.
Its members had to be from Ushakir originally.
True, they didn't have to be. That's the thing. I would like to keep it like that sort of culture that they're from.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. So I'm trying to think. So what have we got so far? We have got
4 members, with 2 more to go through.
Monk. 2 more to go through. Okay, that's quite interesting.
Yeah, we could do a pugilist.
Yeah, we could do a pugilist, actually. That would be quite interesting.
I would very much so like to see a pugilist and a monk in the same group. That would be very interesting.
Yeah. Two very different ways of fighting with your fists. Yeah, I quite like that.
And AJ will appear if we start talking about pugilists. You're right. We should be careful.
Yeah. We will manifest AJ.
Okay, so
I can't think of a druid though. I can't think of a druid that really I'm happy with matching.
You don't have to have a druid in there.
Yeah, but I kind of like it though. I kind of like it. Hear me out though, Artificer.
No, they don't exist back when this was founded.
Yeah, but just to make Daria extra jealous.
Yeah, I think I will. She would revolt eventually if I keep postponing it.
Jokes on you. There was one actually in the world. Been there all along.
Just right under your nose. The artificers were the friends you made along the way.
Okay, so we're in an interesting spread. I'm trying to.
You know, it'd be kind of interesting because it's the Shadow Paradox. What if? So you've got stars. What's your man?
Oh, fuck, okay.
Make your dad jealous by smooching your mom. Nice.
Nice. There's the Circle of Spirits.
There's a Circle of Stars.
Magic. There's the Circle of Stars. There's also the Prescient Knight, which is kind of
okay. I don't know, that's also there's the Circle of Spores, which I don't know. There
is the Circle of Spores, which is kind of cool. And it's kind of shadowy in its own way, I guess. You could
also go with the others, like you could even associate like the First Light with Circle of Wildfire.
Yeah.
Wait, what if we like linked it and there was a Circle of Wildfire Druid and its Wildfire Spirit was First Light, and when they died is when the old Beast Heart companion died in that fight as well. So rather than make a new Beast Heart companion, they bonded with First Light, the old Wildfire Druid's companion. That's how they became.
Okay.
Hey Crimson, what up? We're thinking. I like that. What do you think of that?
I think that's really interesting. I was thinking as well. Like, I'm just trying to think of different classes you could put in there. You could. How would you feel about like a barbarian almost?
I don't mind. I think barbaric like that would work because I was thinking like
an ancestral guardian, and you have them very much like the ancestral guardians being very much like a shadowy type of appearances that come up.
True.
And you could. That's the thing. They can theme it to be very much that direction. But yeah, I like that.
I like the First Light Phoenix. That Phoenix being like the Beast Heart. Like there was like let's say some massive conflict where we can we'll like put in their history. Then we can say Zelray had like a different Beast Heart companion before, and that died and all during the fight. And obviously, I know mechanically speaking, Beastars can bring back their companions, but almost like the trauma of it all and the fact that the bonding First Light didn't disappear when the Circle of Wildfire Druid passed, and there's that bond that's like for an old friend. I like that a lot.
I like that a lot. I think that's cool. And it adds like a deeper meaning behind the Phoenix being there, because we know that canonically all of the other 5 members are dead.
Yeah.
So I quite like the Phoenix being there for her, at least, as also like a memory of her fallen companions.
It could be. There's also Pixie says one Oath of the Watchers paladin could be fun. Watching the Shadows that kind of thing. Actually. Could work.
I kind of like that. I kind of like Oath of the Watchers.
True. And as you said, not all of them have to be from Zarsan. We can make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Yeah. What would you get rid of? Would you take out Bard, Sorcerer, Monk, or Barbarian?
I'd Sorcerer, Monk, or Barbarian.
I'd probably lean to taking out the Monk or the Barbarian.
Look, we've got Shadow Monk, Shadow Sorcerer, so we don't have to keep them both in there, because that's like they're very on the nose.
Let's get rid of the Shadow Monk, so there's like a caster balance of 3 and 3. So we'll go Watchers. And we could even put, so it's kind of Zarsan related, we can make it to Fanadon.
Oh yeah.
To the Leon and God of our setting.
Yep. Oh, how about that? Like, in terms of the whole backstory, like, in terms of the whole Oath of the Watcher thing, it was almost done to watch over the Woad and to watch over, like, fey creatures crossing over between the Woad and Zarsan. That's, like, because it's meant to be very much also themed about, like, stopping extraplanar creatures and things in different planes influencing.
Look at this chat building up with such legends. Correct, Crimson. Correct.
Hello.
Gift to Gabby says, "Hi, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing well." We're doing really well. And Kate says, "What are we up to today?" So we're going through the history of the Shadow Paradox, one of the largest guilds, mercenary companies within Quenthos. We're going to stat out some of its old, not stat out, but like lore out some of its old members, and then we're going to talk about its history a little bit, how it got so large, and then time dependent, we're going to let chat come up with within the confines of creation that is set out for players, make a mercenary company within Quenthos. And if we get it done this week, if not next week, we're gonna stick it in canon.
Which would be very interesting to see how many meme responses we get to this.
Yeah, we'll see how many memes come out of this. Then Crimson says, "Fancy seeing you here to Gift to Gabby. Working on one of my PCs, not NPCs, because usually I'm the DM. It's been fun. Nice to be doing that. What PC are you working on? What are you playing? What are you going to be?" But I feel like we've got some good ideas. So we are going to have for Oath of the Watcher Paladin, Fanadon related to that god, and then we're going to say... So, Watching from Shadows.
I imagine that they would be a Leonin, being Fanadon related as well.
Yeah. Pixie, do you want that to be like? So we're gonna make it Leonin. Do you want it to be Leonin man, woman? Like, what sort of personality do you reckon will be behind this Oath of Watchers Paladin? There is no rogue in this list because rogues are filthy stinkers. And people who play rogues are cringe.
Look, Samani gets a pass because she's half warlock.
Yeah, she's more than half warlock. She only has 3 levels up.
Exactly. So the filth is long gone.
I'm big sad that I woke up and I'm struggling to get back to sleep and I have an interview for a job tomorrow morning. You'll do great though. Let the soothing sound of our voices put you to sleep.
Yeah, lull you to sleep.
If you need, I'll get the rest of the party in here to roleplay for like 4 hours and you'll fall asleep to that. Good luck tomorrow, though.
Yeah, good luck tomorrow. I hope it goes really well.
But no, so to answer why there isn't a bard, a rogue is because Zelray is also, as a beast heart, is predominantly dex based, and part of her background being a bit of a street urchin, she has some of those proficiencies with thieves' tools and such. I feel like females are overlooked and can pass under the radar more, but I think either works. Sleep time RP. Okay, bet. Good luck to Arcade. Yeah. Good luck to Arcade. Alright, so
everyone good luck to Arcade.
We'll say they're in female. So we got that. We got Shadow Sorcerer. It'd be smart if we, as well as what we have up here, I could get the sheet of
Oh yes, yes.
of the class of the races that are there, and for just sake of character creation.
Yeah.
So everyone can see it.
Trying to find where it is.
I have it here.
Oh, there it is. You got it. Cool. I just found it as well. Look, we respect the hype man from Crimson there.
What's he hyping?
All caps. You'll crash that interview.
He will, yeah.
Well, yeah, look, as Daria said, they drop an interview, you should be nervous, not you, because you'll crush it. Exactly.
All right, so we've got our playable races, so just sticking it in here for now. If you have questions about it, ask us, we'll go into it. I feel like a Ravenfolk would work really well.
Okay.
I feel like a Ravenfolk
as the Shadow Sorcerer?
That's maybe. Also, I spent 5 hours getting custom D&D monsters into Roll20 yesterday for Curse of Strahd. That is, getting monsters across is so. It's a lot. I'm playing Spring the Water Genasi Bard. What Bard subclass you play? Also, Genasis are on this list.
Yeah. Now. Also, what type of Genasi as well?
Water Genasi, my guy.
I'm just gonna head right out. I can't read. All right.
You're not trapped in the room with the interviewer. It's trapped in the room with you. Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's go aggressive friendliness. So these are the races that are playable in setting right now. Which I feel like Leonin is missing from this list, and I don't know why.
Yeah, it is.
Right, I just must have missed when I was copying. I do have Genasi on the list twice now, probably. I do, yes. That's just errors me copying and pasting it over from the Google sheet I give to the players.
Also, we can add.
Oh right, my last character gave birth to the first Genasi. No, that is just factually incorrect.
That is factually wrong. It was in the what's it called? The campaign we went north and we found the child that was.
I feel like Asketil's going to say that. Okay, breath.
Yeah. Oh right, yeah. That's Asketil.
Yeah, no, that's I feel like that's Daria is devolving back into Asketil roleplay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think Ravenfolk, because in setting during the 300-year war against the humanity versus the Jotuns, the Ravenfolk were seen as like these kind of like schemers in the shadows. So I think a Shadow Sorcerer Ravenfolk thematically could work, or College of Whispers Bard, either or. I think would be very
College of Whispers Bard. I was thinking College of Whispers Bard for Ravenfolk would be kind of cool.
Okay.
For Shadow Sorcerer, okay. Shadow Sorcerer. I was even potentially like a Genasi, I was half thinking.
Okay. We could do Genasi. So we've got this Watch Paladin, we've got Celery, which is half elf. So we've got Circle of the Wildfire. I definitely think there's. That's very druid.
I was gonna say I have an idea for the Barbarian, which I think would be cool if it's in the whole Zarsan thing. I want them to be a Loxodon Barbarian.
Okay.
So I think that's fucking intimidating as hell, seeing this elephant person, this massive elephant person just in an absolute rage coming down on you.
Look, was he related to Blad Zui and is his first name Ka?
So, look, canonically now, yes.
Canonically, non-canonically, and also canonically, yes. Gifty Abbey, I got close to 30 monsters into Roll20. Oof. Yeah, I feel you there. We do all the DM through Roll20, and I have most, if not all, of my books there, but specifically homebrew ones is where it becomes a kick in the teeth. So it's like trying to get that through and make all of that like standard up there and get the tokens set up and get their dynamic lighting set up. It's not a zero amount of work. It's in fact more than zero. It's quite a lot.
It adds up. It adds up.
It do add up.
Speaking to you about it before. Yeah.
But so we have Downloading joke protocol, updating software, joke protocol initiated. Okay, I should understand them now. Hey, perfect. Okay, finally gets jokes.
Bad time.
Bad time. K-bot.
K-bot. Yeah. We need a K-bot in chat. K-bot command.
It is in fact more than 0. Look, technically speaking, that amount of work is in fact more than 0.
Yeah.
Look, when I talk about the brain cells in the group, it is in fact more than 0. It is in fact not more than 10.
Look, we know that one of them is in the possession of a split custody between AJ and Cade.
Look, the divorce was messy, but they split weekends. But so okay, we've got most of this group. We've got one left to do. Circle of Wildfire. So Crimson, looking at this list of playable races in setting, what race should a Circle of Wildfire druid be? This is on you, Crimson Rockstar.
Yeah, this is all new, Crimson. Take the pressure off of us.
Take the pressure off of us.
Yeah.
As of recently, Jen has taken a portion of it at times too. That's 3-way custody is going to be difficult.
Yeah.
I know I hold the majority of the brain cells in the group as the DM, but it's rough. Brain cells. I don't need them. I shall do as the Queen commands. Unfortunately, the Queen's not here to command you, Crimson.
Yeah, so just drone-like state.
Some of my friends and I have a quantum brain cell for chaos. Only one exists. We don't know who has it at the time, but we all feel the call for chaos at the same time. Well, the call for chaos is here, and its name is Crimson Rockstar.
The Lord of Chaos.
Lord of Chaos. Queen's Guard.
Yeah. Queen's Guard, Lord of Chaos.
So what would I start off? I think I would like to... Maybe even a Piney could work.
I was going to suggest, what if they come from, I forgot the name of it, but the city of the woad that has the wildfire,
Yundav.
Wildfire people. Yundav, yeah. What if they come from Yundav and they're from the circle of Wildfire?
Crimson Rockstar gifted a tier 1 sub to Pixie Winkwonk. Thank you so much, Crimson. That means a lot. Thank you so much for helping us out. Pixie, while getting a gifted sub, that gives you access to our World Anvil. So if you want, this is a shameless way for me to get people to join the Discord, but join the Discord, reach out to me, and you get access to our World Anvil because of it. Which has all this cool information. We're going to stock some of the let the chaos reign. Thank you, Crimson. You're trying to get the distractions started off early.
Are you going to gift Nightbot a sub again?
I gift Nightbot a sub, and Nightbot subbed already. But thank you so much, Crimson. That's really sweet of you. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Actually, Crimson, did the World Anvil work for you when you got access to it? You never actually confirmed for me if it worked for you or not. I believe it worked. Let us know. Please let me know, because if that's not working, I do need to know. Yeah. So So that would actually put a really weird link between two campaigns, so to speak, of back in a Quenthian Journey when you guys met. What's their name? What's their name? I had it and it just blanked.
Starts with an S. I can quickly pull it up for me if you give me 1 second. Deep dive into notes here. It's like
Synessus.
Synessus? It was Synessus?
Synessus. Okay. The Archdruid of the College of the Wildfire, the Circle of the Wildfire, and also the Knight of Brimstone.
Brimstone? Okay.
Yeah, Brimstone. Not the Valorant agent. Canonically not the Valorant agent. But that could be someone who was apprenticed to Synessus, had a disagreement in how the Circle of the Wildfire should operate, left the Woad, and the city you're thinking of is Yundav, which is in the World Anvil. If you're curious about that old information, but that if we start going into all these old guilds, we'll get distracted.
Very much. Yeah, well, they could have almost linked up with another one or even Zelray could have been going through the Woad. I imagine in the Beastheart there would be that connection there. Could have been going through, and then they first met each other as two of the first members to meet each other, and which is why there was also like a long-standing connection with the Phoenix as well.
Yes, not Synessus. So Piney. So for those of you that aren't aware of what a Piney is, it's basically like a Dryad person. It's from we use a lot of Kobold Press's material within the setting, and it's from their Tales of the Old Margrave. It is one of the races put into game with that. It's like a Dryad person. Best way.
Yeah.
There it is. You found it? Good. I'm going to assume that is confirmation that it is working. But 1 second, I do have to run it to do the kitchen very quick. So entertain stream, and actually, this is a good thing. Ooh. So we want names for these people. We only have names for one of them. So shout out some names if you want in the chat.
Yeah, shout out some names and shout out some ideas for them. Because at the moment it is, as Des said, very much a bare bones thing that we're building up. I mean, take any and all chat input. Some may be discarded, but looking at any meme responses out there. But otherwise, we're very interested to hear what people have to put out there. Ooh. The world of Gwenthos, a land now free from giants. Yes, that is the little teaser to the intro to the world. This has gone slightly longer than I thought, so I don't know what to say, but hey, there you are. Okay, cool.
I'm back. Free from the tyrannical reign of giants, mankind now free to prosper. Yes. Kingdoms in the making and forces at work to stop them. A mortal realm influenced by the forces of 8 other realms beyond its boundaries. Us give meme responses. Yes. Never. It's ridiculous that you'd even suggest such things.
I didn't want to single you out, but that was said with you in mind.
Everything is said with Kate in mind. But, okay, so I'm glad it's working for you, Crimson. It's very, very, very cool. We put a lot of work into our world.
Always good to have more people. Yeah, always good to have more people. If you have feedback on what info or any follow-up questions or anything, reach out to either of us on the Discord because, yeah,
and this was shameless way to try and get you all to join the Discord. Absolutely shameless. I'm dead in the Discord, so if you get a sub, if you're so lucky as to be gifted one or to have one, let me know and I will get you added as quickly as I can. But that being said, we do have some people to stat out here, so I think we could I'd be nothing but a helpful person when it came to these world buildings, may I remind you of my demon lord I came up with. Thank you very much. Absolutely. You have been very helpful. Raph just wants to shit talk. Raph's getting ready to throw hands.
Shit talking meme. I just want to meme in DK.
Mike has gone a little odd. Okay. Getting some static. 1 second.
Here's some static. Brief technical issues, as expected for these streams.
Better, worse? Still static? No static? Yeah, this microphone is like 3 years old. It's on its last legs. If it gets too much, if it keeps happening, I'll just swap to a headset microphone. Still some static. Okay, 1 second.
That's weird because I'm not getting anything on my end. Like
Zoom filters it, I think. So.
Well, there you go. I can hear you. I don't know if they can. Yep, they cannot hear you, but I...
Okay, this is the worst microphone. It is this headset one. But that hopefully won't have static.
Yeah. Just slightly crispy.
It's is this better or worse than the other microphone? Is this preferential to the other one? Let me know.
Yeah. At the very least, there won't be weird static. That is some crunch. Yeah.
1 second. Better? Less crunch, more crunch. Any difference in the crunch? No? No difference? I'm also asking you, Raph.
What's that? So
is there any difference in this with the crunch? Better, worse, different?
Look, it's filtered for me a bit, so it doesn't sound quite as bad as it probably would for them. But for me, it doesn't sound too bad. It sounds like slightly less crunch.
Alright, I will swap back to the other microphone, but give me 1 second to try and just fix this. Immersion. I am giving you comms and Call of Duty.
Comms and Call of Duty. Yeah. Look, Des is about to give you some shout outs at the moment.
Okay. This, hopefully. I don't want to start messing with text up.
Okay. Static back or no?
P90 Rush B.
The chat is bullying me.
Yeah.
This is your captain speaking. We thank you for flying with us on the Eldritch Airlines. Today's decision with the Temple Paradox and weather. No static yet. Okay, I can turn down the level on the microphone a little bit.
To be fair.
Well, yeah, that's fine.
Hang on, Des. Can you turn on the? We just need to switch on.
All right. So 1 second. I know what you mean.
So setting. Yeah.
I will reread that. So 1 second.
Yeah.
This is your captain speaking. We thank you for flying with us on the Eldritch Airlines. Today's destination will be the Temple of Paradox, and the weather looks nice and fair. Please enjoy the ride. All right, there we go.
Amazing. The immersion from that. I felt like I was flying, Des.
Felt like you're flying. Look, there's some stuff I can do to mess with the setting. Yes, Crimson, just for you. If you want, I'll turn on the shitty fucking sounds like a cable is. Yeah, I am having that issue. My cable has been a little fucky lately. I don't know why. Crimson, I will get more distracted right this moment. If you want it.
Yeah.
You say I will make that a channel point redemption for shitty radio version.
I love it.
Okay, I will make shitty. How do I edit that shit? I will make this a thing for you guys. Give me but a moment. How do I?
I don't think we have anything for.
No, we don't really. All right, I will do this. Manage rewards and channel. Okay, let's see. Reading settings. I don't need that. Custom rewards.
Who said my goal was to distract today? Oh, look, Crimson. We all know it's going to come down to that.
What is it? So, Crimson, you're suggesting this. What is a fair amount of channel points?
Yeah.
Give me a fair amount while I try and fix my shitty. And Verimore for the Ravenfolk. Okay, thank you for contributing.
That is a cool name. 5K?
5K? Okay.
5K?
Okay.
Make it for 5K. I want to take that.
Okay. For 5 minutes? 5 minutes. Sheesh.
Look, this is on you.
Then you, I will turn this off during the mainline game, but I will do this for world building stream. Why do I feel like Crimson has like 5k channel points just ready to do this right this moment?
As soon as you make it, just slam it straight down. Yeah, a tense moment. Like, imagine the dinner from the last session, and then suddenly just Proxia starts talking like that.
This is so stupid.
This is so scuffed. I love it.
I'm gonna set it as a 5-minute cooldown as well. Well, apparently I can't use shitty in my description.
Yeah.
So I put amazing quality in caps instead.
Amazing.
I'm at a measly 6.2. Okay, well there is a redeem now, Crimson. World building only, of course. I will turn that off during. It should be in there. If it's not, I'll fix that again. So we got some really good names. Verimore.
Yes.
but I'm on 95k points. You opening of Pandora's box. Look, I have in the past thought about gifting gifting inspiration to players.
Yeah.
Like for channel points.
I was gonna say the absolute chaos for me. Just press it now. The absolute chaos.
Look, as someone with infinite challenge points, I would also make redeems to take away inspiration from players and just get fucked.
Fuck.
So.
Okay, but we got some really cool names there.
We did have some really good names.
Of Kova. The Kova for the Leonin Paladin. I like that. I like the sound of Kova. It has a very sort of noble... I know you said the inspiration for it, but I don't know, like Kova just by itself has a very noble Paladin sounding name to it. Fits in quite well.
Yeah, Josh has the inspiration redeem only for chatters to get players. Very good. I'm probably will introduce that. I don't really fuck around in that panel much to fix that. So we're gonna go for Ravenfolk. Verimore.
I'll delete that then.
Thank you, Daria. Thank you for starting this straight away. But
yeah,
this is your captain speaking. About to get some world building.
This is gonna be hard if we're having a conversation about world building and then it just switches over to that.
Look, whatever could you mean, Raphael? This is perfectly Ashilin Delcor? That's a cool name.
Ashilin Delcor.
So I'm catching up on the chat because y'all have been distracting me. So
Herald Horn. Herald Horn. I like that.
What were they on the measly 6.2k name for the Paladin of Kova. So we're gonna make Paladin Kova.
Yep.
Kova. Do you have a surname for that, Pixie? Captain talking to the RAF. Not surprised there. Yep. This is RAF. Captain to RAF. Captain to RAF. Please report RAF. Wait, Raph, you have the same software. I can make a redeem for both of us doing this.
Imagine.
And me and Raph have the same audio processing software.
Yeah. See, you just get someone new come into this chat for the first time, and they just come into us both talking like the captain mic on.
The pilot static is so immersive. You're correct. I do not know what's wrong with this microphone. I will try and abuse it till it fixes itself. This plane is a constant nosedive. It is. Is the static back in very aggressive? If it is, let me know. I can turn on noise reduction.
For Ashland Delacour, was that for the Genasi, do you think, or?
I think that might fix it. I have a bunch of noise gates and sound suppression on. Did that get rid of the static?
How do I get off? Hey, there is no getting off this wild ride. You signed up for this?
Maybe silence strike. Okay, I like that. Silence strike. That's better? Ooh. That's better. Okay, we will work with that for now. It is TOS. It is TOS. If you want to get off instructions from Daria, sign up to our Patreon.
Look, I'll even help you out there, okay?
That's cursed.
I'll even help you out there.
I need to send you a message, because I can't say... I heard you even saying this is a curse in TOS.
I knew it is.
I was thinking Ashlyn for the gymnastics. No, we can't even mention it.
Is it against TOS?
I think so. I'm not risking
I don't know. I don't know, Des, because if you take those words individually...
Let's not risk that. So let's get back on it. So we've got Cove Street. Is my 5 minutes up yet? I think it's like 2 minutes.
Yeah, look.
Sorry, I'll send it to you because this involves you.
Yeah.
This is when you said you'd explain to Kate. I was like, this is TOS. I'm pretty sure I have to say that. If I even say this.
Fuck's sake.
No. So unfortunately, Crimson, this plane is pay to win. The parachutes are in fact a sub. You have to sub to the job.
Yeah.
So it's a pay to win plane.
It's all planned.
But oddly enough, we have lifeboats. I don't know. We saw the Titanic and we were like, it won't be us.
Yeah, if we hit a sky,
I'll explain it to you.
Then we'll be ready.
There you go, Daria. You need to know.
So cursed.
Yes. So can I catch up on these names before I get distracted? Because we had some good ones in this chat. We had some really good ones.
There you get it, Daria.
So
yes, we had Ashlyn Delacour, which is for...
For which?
The Genasi, I was thinking. And I think, as Crimson said there, I was thinking Ashlyn for the Genasi, but works wherever needed. Yeah, I like it for the Genasi.
So let's read chat a little bit there. Pay to win. You see that gold box next to my name? I did that. See, I do agree with you there, Crimson. You did do that. Unfortunately, the DLC was announced post-purchase, so you got to pay for the DLC after. It doesn't come with your initial purchase. You purchased the plane, you did not purchase the DLC. Wait, my 5 minutes is up. Get me out of this.
Hey, okay, I'm out of the walkie-talkie.
I was almost just getting used to that at this stage.
Could we not? Fucking DLC. I know. Blame the devs.
Look, this game is nothing but pay to win. This entire channel.
I run a pay to win D&D. I 100%.
Yeah.
You give me enough money, I'll kill Raph. Not the character, just Raph. You don't need to kill him.
Just me, live on stream.
I just show up. I leave this room. I show up. So we had other good names there. Did we?
So we got Bartok's Herald Horn for the Loxodon. Des, you're cutting out quite a bit for me. You're cutting out.
So, cutting it quite a bit. What kind of Raph Redemption?
Yes.
RAF.
Well, there is. I mean, look, I feel like for Redemption, the book is too much.
I know advertisement. There is a Raph Redemption, Crimson. It's been in the past. For a $5 dono, we make Raph drink a mixture of whiskey and milk, and it's called Wilk.
I feel like we can do more than just for Redemption for that.
It's very choppy. Okay, let's pull this threshold down a little bit.
Yeah. Raph said 100%, so we have Bartok's. Look.
Bartok's.
I can see where the confusion came in there, kid.
Yeah. So if you want to get Raph to drink whiskey and milk, that's $5. If you want me to do it, I'll do it for 10 because I don't drink and Raph drinks.
I see.
Raph is a cheaper Des. Raph is a cheap man's Des. You're not that cruel, unless
Raph, the cheap man's Des.
$5 to make Raph drink whiskey and milk. Yeah.
Can you make it 10?
No. First one is 5. It's exponential. Each next milk is 5 more, so it's like 5, 10.
I have at the moment is expensive.
Look, I didn't say how much whiskey you had to put in the milk.
But I want to give them value for money. They
don't know, buddy. They don't know. They don't have to see you make the drink. You can lie to chat. I won't stop you.
Lie to chat, Des. Are you hearing
15 for both. Look, that is $15 dono. Sure.
Look,
although technically mine's skill.
I can't believe you would say that. I can't believe you would say that to their faces.
Look, I said you'd lie to chat. I would never. Raph is not trustworthy. I on the other hand, I am very trustworthy.
The paragon of trust.
Paragon. The fuck are we doing? We're like almost an hour deep.
We're building the shadow paradox. There's
probably the paradox is if it gets finished or not. Jesus.
Okay, so what we have left is the Pioneer.
We do have a Pioneer left.
What are the naming
conventions? So, generally speaking, when I name Pionies, I name them after the Latin names for plants. The very genome names for plants. That's how I Yes. Obviously not the full amount, but I take a bit of it and then I expand it into a name. So Raph, please, Crimson just tip $5. Wilk properly. Thank you, Crimson, for the $5. Whack. Whack. Raph is going to wilk properly.
All right, I'll be back.
Raph is going to go make a wilk, which is we have a wilk command. Oh God, why is this a command? Wilk, 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 wilk. Rip Raph. See, this is why I set Raph's one to be cheaper than mine. I don't want to do this shit. Make people torment Raph, not me. Which is just fun to torment Raph. But yeah, we have a pioneer name. So if you have like good genome names for like plants and stuff, or something that do like wildfire, like fire associated, some like orangey plants, like let's talk some piney names. If you have them, let us know. While Raph has to drink whiskey milk. Dara, are you free for a commission? Hit her up on Twitter. I believe Daria is sometimes, or so a suggestion for the piney though. Australia plants need fire to spread. I mean, that's Pog. So maybe looking there is a good start. Do you know any cool Australian plant names? Like the actual like genome names of like the original like Latin names for them? Anything you want to shout out? Are you trying to commission me through Twitch chat? We have a proper channel for that. Yeah, but you won't join the Discord, so. So Venus flytraps are good at surviving fire and deadly. Name is Dionea. I don't know how to pronounce Muscipula? Muscipula? I'm not sure. That is not a bad name for them. Isn't there one Australian plant that makes you want to commit suicide? I don't know. That's wild. I know there is poison that gen. That's wild. Crimson says, "Can I commission you to be a friend through Twitch chat?" Okay. Name and number like that. You just get these commissions out. That's an easy one to do. Why do I just feel like Raph won't come back? He's just going to be in the kitchen contemplating his life as he pours a glass of milk. 69 up front. Nice. Nice. That's a good number to recommend. I personally would have gone for the 420. That is just my sense of humor. So let's actually, before this gets buried, you did not. We're not that deep into this, Fajuk. At that price, I'll just say, yeah, you are the Queen's Guard. You probably should. That would be. Would that be treason? I don't know if that would be treason. I would suppose that's up to the Queen, not me.
All right.
I'm surprised you even came back.
There's quite a bit that happened here that I missed out on.
No, we got a suggestion there, Crimson. So we have is Banksia is the genus of Australian plant that has seeds that open in fire. Also by typing down. Listen, if I can make money by just Jesus, Darry, what's this typing? Just talking instead odd that stinky art thing that takes effort. I absolutely what the heck? Daria, have you had milk? What is that typing? that redeem was for Raph. Oh, buddy.
Cheers.
Why did you even... Like, you should have just done a wilk shot or something.
No, I commit. I commit. Also, that is a terrible whiskey to mix with milk.
Oh, there is good whiskey to mix with
milk?
No,
I was going to say, not good whiskey to mix
Raph is here, like, slapping his lips, be like, the wilk today is not the best.
Look, not that there's good whiskey to mix with milk, but there's very bad whiskey to mix with milk, and that's some of it.
I don't think they're... Buddy!
Look, the last one I used kind of was a bit muted with the milk, whereas this has much more of a stronger flavour to it, and much more of a smoky, peaty flavour to it. So
okay, follow up then, Petey. Is it a bad milk to mix with that whiskey?
Should have been chocolate. Should have been chocolate milk.
The stingy tree sting for sure. So we had some names for plant-based pioneers while you were away, Raph. We had one for Venus flytrap, which is Dionea. I don't know. Although Diana would work. If we base it off that.
Let's have a look at some of these.
Catch up on chat, my guy. Spray.
Shout out! I do love the Banksia. Banksia is one of my favorite Australian plants. What else?
Pyrophyte is the name of
Pyrophyte,
the type
that's
of
cool.
plants. So how much graffiti does Banksia do, out of curiosity, on like scale of 1 to 2?
I was going to lead into that. If you said, "Oh, that's a cool name," I'm like, "Well, you can just." Here's a name suggestion.
Um,
The Banksy plant.
Like the one that's associated with Venus flytraps, it like you could just change it to Diana. Diana.
that could work.
It's just Diana. Where's the milk?
Where's
Raph
the
is
milk?
drinking the milk. The milk will be in Raph's tummy soon.
It is in my tummy. As bad as that is.
Don't be like Vijay could make a plant name of a plant that you can't pronounce. Dendrosnite? I don't know. I'm also. Yeah, you did that, didn't you?
Yeah.
I believe you did that.
We could always do that. I'm just looking at other names. I don't mind like one based off of the Venus flytrap. Diana.
Okay. We could just go with that.
Yeah, I think that works.
Spelled weird.
That's a
pronounced
cool name.
Diana.
Yeah.
I do like the naming convention. I really like it.
Yeah. Okay, so I think that's all the names we got there.
We do have all the
Hey,
names.
look at us. Look at us.
Look at us.
An hour.
An hour to name 5 NPCs, Raph. An hour to name 5 NPCs.
Look, I bow down to our productiveness here in this stream today.
Look, this is more than we usually get done. So if you got something while you're away, did he miss how the Shadow Paradox got its name? There's something we can go over.
Yes, I think the history, now that we've got the members down, going into the history of the Shadow Paradox is probably a good place to go next.
Okay, so let's go. That's with help from chat. You know what? I think I generally get more done. More done when chat. You know, if I'm focused. I think this is. I don't know if I'd call this help. Not just
entertaining.
I'd argue we hindered. Yes.
Yeah.
Or keeping Veramore and Diana. I don't know if everyone needs like full names, because an awful lot of the Pineys as well in Undav, where they come from, they only have they don't really so much have family names. It was like it's not part of their culture to really do that. They're generally speaking named after like plant genomes and such, and they didn't have family names. Like for example, like we met Harabel and some that you like that didn't have them. It was not part of their, you know. Pineys are like Beyonce; they're just one name. And Ravenfolk are also commonly displaced because of the 300-year war with the Jotuns. Do you know what we need? Thanks, Daria. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Daria, why are you doing this?
Thank you.
Thanks, Aid.
Thanks, Daria. I really appreciate this. This is your captain speaking, according to the RAF. Got off work an hour ago, half Pathfinder won a game, and attempted to pay the 70 to drink milk. Anyways, buy all, make commission.
See you for sure.
You're about to redeem that. Nice. So thank you. You guys are very loyal. Thank you. But as we fly off into the history of the Shadow Paradox, let's talk about it. So we know that they were originally sponsored by Breon Free Reach. So which would have been Proxy's father.
Mm-hmm.
So when they started, they were only but 6 members. How would you think someone would come up with a name like the Shadow Paradox? How would they become? I almost think that the Kaplan, maybe the Shadow Sorcerer would have been their leader to start.
Well, that was my question for you. Who do you think would have led them?
I know it wasn't Zelray.
Yeah, it wasn't Zelray. I think Ashley may have done it. The Shadow Sorcerer, very much.
The captain is still yet to have the flight attendant, Raph, show me where the exits are. Just saying. Just saying that flight's already off the air. You know, we're up there.
It's Cade, there are no exits on this flight.
Also,
we remove them. We
you have to buy a parachute, so I don't really care if you know where an exit is. And true bad service. This redeem does not come with good service.
Yeah. Look, if you are seated next to an emergency exit, please read carefully the instructions next to you. And all the other stuff attendants say to you.
True,
Yeah, and I'll show you how to secure an oxygen mask. Yeah.
Imagine we just make that like a 15k channel point redeem where it's just Raph gets up and does the full airline and it's just like...
And if you have a small child next to you, make sure you do it to them first. I need to look up like a full script for it. I need to set this one online.
Why is this way chat's gone with us today? You know, first we have Will come into the stream. Kyle's not even here and it's happening.
And then we have, the Wook instigator isn't even here, and we already have Wook. We have Captain speaking now. God.
I also did not check the time when I started this, so I'm going to assume I'm doing this like 2 minutes already. I got like 3 more minutes to go.
No, it's been a minute, Des. I think for everyone...
Flight attendant.
Yeah,
if you have a small child next to you, what? You don't need those.
Throw it out the window. Go on. No problems.
Open the windows. They are rolled down like an old Volkswagen Bug.
You just roll them down, throw out the child.
Rolling down the airplane windows. Fuck.
Throw it out and just roll it back up. You guys could just make a commercial for the channel's Flight Attendant Map. That actually sounds cool, though. I am down for doing stuff like that.
It's the chaos, Pixie. You are not wrong. What is happening today?
Look, now I just want to see Calcinder in like a flight attendant's uniform, and I think my day will be complete.
Small child, you mean my dice caddy? Crimson.
Also, hey.
Hey, Fallen One. But Crimson, I would like to just preface this. Please do not store your dice inside a small child. I don't know why that has to be said. Please do not. Please do not store your dice within a small child.
That was late. I would never throw away such a valuable resource. They make great distractions when you're stuck in the wild getting chased by animals. Look, true.
I just think you're referring to organ farms the wrong way.
Raph, you can commission that Calot. True, but I am also very quite broke at the moment. But I will keep
all
that in
the time.
Mind.
Yeah. Sip that D.
Heimlich remover to get the D12 out.
I hate it.
Absolutely cursed. We should just call up Nate.
Small children aren't great storage. Takes too long to get them back. Look, like a bank, a child has the time of release for your storage. Why is this the way this conversation is going?
I think
Let's
we
not
need to
discuss the mechanics of child regurgitation.
No. Let's get in contact with Nate and be like, hey Nate, do you think you could make for us like a dice holder that's just shaped like a child? No, no questions asked.
Why would you say that? Why? Y'all will get cancelled for this. Look, there's many things we'll get cancelled for. This is not the first, and it won't be the last. So honestly,
probably what you messaged Daria earlier, if you said that on the stream.
Yeah. Either have to withdraw it in a few hours or wait a week. Just waiting for the fan art of Captain Des and Attendant Raph. Wait.
As long as they just make us beautiful, which I don't see how
we
they
always are.
Yeah.
With interest. Fallen One, I'm sorry this is what you came in and saw. Like, this is the conversations. But we did get our armors in the crank battle. We're happy to have you here. Sorry that this is what you stumbled upon. Anyway, let's talk the history of the Shadow Paradox. We're an hour and 10 minutes in, and we're like, nothing done. You know the way we're like, we're going to make a mercenary company if we have time with chat. And chat's like, how about you don't even get done the first thing?
let's just boot up a game, Des. Let's just drop this world building shit. Let's just start playing something. We're not gonna get anything done.
As a member of chat, I'm not sorry any of this. I'm not surprised you are. We named stuff. You did name stuff, but yes. I was gonna let you guys name and make a mercenary company. Like we're so behind.
You would have had unimaginable power in the world.
We accomplished something. Look, we did. Following since September. Thank you. I believe I thanked you when you followed. Maybe. Yeah. Don't know if you're supposed to be followed. You did not. Let's just play Among Us.
Thank you for now, though.
You know what? Fuck this all. Fuck this D&D shit. Everyone just boot up Among Us. Pixie, you've been lurking for a bit and also spoke. Yo, VR Among Us, when you buy me a VR headset, I'll stick it on the Throne account. Pilot time is over. Thank you, Crimson, for tracking that. Why do I do this?
I hate it.
Yeah. So, there's the history of the Shadow Paradox. So, named by the Genasi sorcerer Ashlyn, do you think it was more done for herself in that sense? Like, named after her own abilities? Or was it more just like a combination of what they were the best at that time, being very... It's just me coming and stabbing you easy. Oh, look. House Invasion Daria. Yeah, House Invasion Daria. Cool. Let's see it. I'm down for that.
Look, let me just go over stab you. That's based.
If I can just
based and stab builds.
Yeah, based and stab build. If I can do it, I dare.
Like that version. How do I sign up? I hate to say this. It's DLC again. You gotta pay. It's a tier on the Patreon. Daria will fly to you and stab you. What the fuck?
I don't even know.
So yeah, I like to think it was founded by the original members, led by Ashlyn.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to think perhaps it's like, what if it was like such like, you know, almost like to the members of the original members of the Shadow Paradox, it was like a joke name that Ashlyn was the Shadow Paradox, because although they were a shadow sorcerer, they used like daylight. Like, you know, it was a member who used a lot of like light based spells, like lightning, but like stuff that produces light rather than shadows.
Yeah, like or even like in contrast to their personality as well, could have been very much like very bright and vibrant personality in contrast with their
I like that.
With their abilities. Which it could have just been like a joking thing. So when they came down to naming their party, which as we know is very difficult for a lot of people to do, it became like, hey, let's just use this joke for one of our members and turn it into the name.
So what if we have a so like as they literally they didn't have a name, like all D&D stuff. It's like they're setting up like the say it's like, and the bard is like, all right, I'll fill in the paperwork, guys, and puts down the nickname for their leader.
Yeah, I like that.
Because like literally like that tip will be in things. Like, do you have a name? No, not really. It's like
Kingfishers.
Yeah, Kingfishers. The legacy of the Shadow Paradox has set up a network of adventurers, notably all displaced corrupted governments within short spans of time. So the Shadow Paradox, they actually work for the government of Zursan, and they have helped stamp out some insurrections.
Corruption. Yeah. Also, Kate, that version of the Shadow Paradox could be very fond of one of AJ's previous characters named Aaron. Yeah, but you see, to also that, Aaron will have to be successful in removing those people. So...
Some rough brain right there. Shit talk AJ when he's not here. Next level plans. But yeah, this current version of the Shadow Paradox does exist within setting. We've met the leaders already. They've been working 33 years along the Free Reach family. And poor AJ, yeah.
Poor AJ.
And yeah, AJ just made it worse. Aaron succeeded, but made it worse. But they do work. Predominantly right now, they do military contracts, help train military, and they do help stop some insurrections or disputes and then border conflicts between the Taurus Woods and the the country of Zarsan. They actually do help with some of that stuff. Not so much like displace corrupted governments, but they actually, it does tie in. But I do like the approach to how Veremore was like, yeah, let's just put this name down for the guild name. Over ambitious level 1 character backstories. I love it. It's great. I will fuck you over.
I'm just curious though, like, what do you think their initial first few missions that really established their name and their reputation? What do you think those were predominantly? Because it was done with the Free Reach.
It was then they first started.
His father, Dreon. Dreon. Sorry,
that was my mispronouncing. Not.
Okay, Dreon. By Dreon, like, what type of missions do you think they would have been predominantly sent on? Because this is what their reputation would have been formed around.
So I think it could have been one shot of the Shadow Paradox when.
That would be cool.
That would be good. Cool. That is a cool idea, Crimson.
Yeah,
I will mark that down. That's not a bad idea. Literally one shot, but we get someone else to come in and DM for it, and I'll play Zelray, so all 6 of us will be players.
Ooh, I kind of like that. That's okay.
Imagine.
Of course,
that'd be so messy.
Zelray. Naturally,
I would be. Shadow Paradox cards. That is not a bad idea. See, the problem is I suppose we could do it. Nate DM went, oh, we make Nate DM. That would be fucking interesting.
That's fun. I really like that.
Or Josh, just bully Josh into doing it.
Or Josh, yeah. Try best to convince Josh to do it. But yeah, so in do you have any ideas in mind what their first few? Because like this would have been, I imagine, how many years? Like, say
33 years ago.
33 years
About
ago.
33 years ago.
What was going on in Zarset at that point? Like, was there anything that would have attracted their attention? Or?
I suppose that predominantly would have been about the time when the many city-states within the Algerian plains actually did form into a country. So I think they probably would have had some things where they had, like, maybe even like what Crims was saying. It's like the corrupted like governments, the ones that did oppose the unified Senate of Zarsan.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they even helped with that sort of stuff. Maybe they were not assassins at the start, but I think they could have been. Like, I think they would have been a very, very good, a good extraction team, so to speak. Like maybe they were hostage rescue.
Yeah, or even just playing a bit of a role in, if there were groups and settlements and towns that opposed the unification of Zarsan.
What would Free Reach's motivations be this time? So, the Free Reach family is very much so associated with an organization called the Amethyst Claw, which is predominantly from the largest city in the Algerian plains of. As it started to curdle.
Look, I am whooped out.
You're wilked out. Raf's out of Wilk. Oof. But no, Senator Free Reach is the family's always had a keen interest in the military, and I think as that would have been like, I would say that would be the first few years of the country forming as a whole. So I would say the tense military of like trying to stop people to say within a couple of minutes things are really falling into place. Stop complaining about the chaos. All right, bet I'll stop complaining about the chaos until it happens again. And then we get derailed for another hour. But the Free Reach family has always been associated with the military. So I say, as the country is forming, maybe like that's like you know that they got their work from stopping insurrections and like people trying to rebel and such. I know Crimson's found the Wilk command.
God help us all.
God's help us. But if we look at, I'm going to pull up the actual map for stream. We can even decide which part of Zarsan the insurrection came from. Let's pull this up. So, this is the Grand States of Zarsan. So, overcumbered military, maybe an off-the-book SWAT team. Yeah, that's exactly how they started out. Like, that was a big part of it, is they're stamping out insurrections. Like, they did work with that and, like, military training. So, if we look at this, like Ojikir is the capital of the Algerian Plains area. This is the country of Zarsan, and where would we want to base an insurrection that took place?
Well, yeah, I was going to say, what about the Fainkin?
Fainkin could
insurrection. Fainkin insurrection. I was also maybe thinking of Ondor, and that's why their headquarters. Well, no, actually, that's where Free Reach is.
That's where Free Reach is from. So that's not. Or maybe they rescued Free Reach from an insurrection that was starting there, and that's how they got their sponsorship.
Yeah, actually, that is a good point.
Because if you take over the family that controls the military, that would be very smart for an insurrection.
Yeah. So I was thinking potentially that it also provides a good link into their headquarters there as well. Like potentially the headquarters there may have been the where they rescued, well, not privately Proxia, but Free Reach from.
So what do you think of that? Literally, drunken night in a tavern in Andorral. A rebellion starts as they're out drinking. People start storming the Senator Free Reach's home, and they're like, well, fuck, let's stop that. People are killing each other in the streets. And that's how they say Free Reach.
Yeah, because I'd like to also think as well, like, at their start...
They were not professional.
Young.
Like, they were...
No,
like, adventurers stumbling forward.
Yeah, and very opportunistic. Like, they saw an opportunity here, like, okay, there's... Senator Free Reach is being kidnapped here. Let's do something about this. This is great for us. Like almost in like a very adventurer-esque sense of it. Very selfish.
Yeah, that's what they started out as before they were a large. Like they now number in the hundreds, but when they started, they were but 6. Petition. So. I will add your name to that petition that was already brought forward by Crimson. Sorry, so Shadow Paradox Origins. It would actually be a really good idea.
I think that'd be really fun. That'd be a lot of fun.
So,
look, even if the one shot was them rescuing, like the rescue of Senator Free Reach,
that'd be really cool. Literally, and I could even make the characters and just hand them out.
Hand them out. Look, I would even be down to potentially future. There still needs to be me DMing. That is something that is yet to happen, but needs to occur.
You know, it'd be cool that we bully some of our friends. We get like Josh and we get Crimson. What do you reckon the chances I could bully Evan into playing on the channel? Do you think that's possible? I think we could possibly bully him into it and get him in as a player.
Yeah.
Just do it. Be like, it's a really cool idea.
Look, Daria, you'll watch it. I think Des will definitely be the one.
If a Shadow Paradox Origins happens and I get to be a player, I'm 100% playing Zelray. 100%. But no, that would be a cool idea.
Just so you can hand out that full description again and again. How much Jen Darius swoon every time.
Call dibs on the Barbarian, the Locked-on Bartox.
Yeah. Look, Buttocks, as Kate says.
Again? Question mark.
Yeah, I like that as an origin for them, though. And then basically Free Reach would see their potential and how well they worked as a group and their combined abilities and like, okay, cool. I can use this to my advantage.
And then they ended up buying out the tavern where they first had that night. They bought it off the owner and turned it into their guild hall.
Yes. I love that. We both started to write it. There you go. Look, Merc was very vulnerable. She would have been open to a lot of different bad ideas and plans.
Look, there was a thought. There is some thoughts out there. Few and far between, but there is some out there. Okay, I like how, like Crim said, we went from not getting a lot done. Now we actually have a decent bit done. We have a decent bit.
Yeah, look, we go through here. They have like a long section of being absolute chaos and nothing.
What is the name of the guild hall? That's a
work.
great question. What would the name of the guild hall?
That is.
Oh,
you've already used that. Oh, yeah, that's a bit too similar.
What?
I was going to say like the last light.
First light.
Yeah, it's a bit too similar to first light.
First light is the name of the phoenix. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit too similar.
Grim, did you have ideas for the name of the guild hall? What would you think a guild called the Shadow Paradox?
Yeah.
The Shadow Sanctum, the Shade. Ooh, the Shade.
Ooh,
I like the Shade.
The Shade. Yeah. The Shadow Sanctum Sanctuary Shade.
The Whispered Tankard. Oh, what if they literally just didn't change the name from they kept the tavern name.
The Shady Tankard. Yeah.
The Shady Tankard. The Dying Lantern. Oh, I really like the Dying Lantern.
Oh, I like the Dying Lantern. Look, that name there just it absolutely reaches to Des and I. It's the right type of name that Des and I was like, yeah.
I just like because it sounds like it could have been the tavern name that they're like, we're not renaming that. We fucking came up with Shadow Paradox. It's a meme of our group.
Yeah. That sounds so much better than anything we could come up with.
It's like they failed forward. We do like things being dead or die. You're not wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we are very much into our dark, gothic, medieval aesthetics and naming.
That's why you're here. Yeah, that is why.
Got him.
Is it the right name for the guild hall? I think it might be the Dying Lantern, because I don't think they would have, like, from the way they've named their guild hall.
The Hall of the Dying Lantern, even like official title.
Yeah, I like that. I am open to more names if people want to shoot them out. There's more, but I think that's a good one for now. What else? We had the Whispered Tankard, Dying Lantern. I like the Dying Lantern a lot.
I like the Shade. I do like the Shade.
The Shade is nice.
The Shade, the Whispered Tankard, even the Shadow Sanctum's kind of cool.
Yeah, you know what we can do in these situations? I can just make a poll and let chat decide.
I forgot about that. It's been a while since we've actually done a poll in chat.
You know what you're open to? What am I open to, Crimson? This is a bait for a joke. Come
orange. On. To copy Zelly's joke, orange.
I'm waiting. I will get this poll ready while Crimson gets ready to get.
Is it just going to be like you're not open to these nuts?
Captain, yeah, perfect. Thank you. I need to put a longer cooldown on this.
Alrighty
then, this is your captain speaking. I'm going to get a poll ready so we can decide on the guild hall name of the Shadow Paradox.
Mm-hmm.
Our couple options moving forward are the Shadow Sanctum, the Shade, the Whispered Tankard, and the Dying Lantern. Please vote accordingly, and we'll see you on the ground.
Oh, weather insight. What do you mean, Kate? That is exactly how it's meant to be spelled. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's her. That's brilliant.
Thank you, Grimsley.
Okay, calling out my dyslexic in chat.
Wow. Rude, Kate. Can't believe you.
It's not up yet, so that's fine.
Yeah. Rip Bozo. Look,
Rip Bozo. Or just dying memes here.
Yeah. And that's what these streams are. Nothing but memes. Nothing but memes and us being at the mercy of chat. Hey, there we go.
Alright. There we are.
Poll is up. Everyone, cast your votes and let us see what the Eldritch Airlines decides on the name.
Based. Alright, I think it's looking like Diamond Lantern is going to win. Oh, the Shade.
Oh, the Shades. Ooh, the Shade's catching on. No love for the other two, though. That's a bit sad.
Sag.
Sag. Has a winning time to report the poll. Based.
That is very based. The Eldritch Alehouse. Sorry, the Eldritch.
Eldritch, yeah. We do need like an Eldritch scribe based.
I'm just waiting for you guds to get to the Scroll Merchant, and it's just I call it the Eldritch Scribe, and I roll credits for the entire channel.
For Christ's sake.
I'll be ready. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't want to fight Dario either. That is smart.
I wouldn't either. That seems like a losing fight.
Yeah.
That is how I retire.
That is how we announce the end of the stream. Is just just by introducing to an NPC called the Eldritch Scribe and then done.
That's how I actually. That scene happens, and all of you will receive a letter in the post that will be opened on that day, and inside one of them there will be a dagger to signify you are the new DM, and that's me suddenly a player. The Shade could be what the guild call the Founders when they grow. Oh boy, Pixie, I have some bad news for you. They're all dead, Barzellray, in canon.
That was gonna be
there's the last shadow.
I was going to say that was going to be my next type of question or thing to lead into. Who was the first to die?
I think I want to put down Veramore as the first to die. We're going to start killing off these characters. No way to reference them. Yeah, you could reference the dying founding members as the Shade. Buckle in, you buggers. We are destined for homebrew or chaos, depending on the turbulence. Why not both? Homebrew chaos.
Both. Like Rip Veramore.
Rip Veramore. Honestly.
Rip Bozo.
Rip Bozo. I think the Dying Lantern's one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Dying Lantern is... Unless we suddenly get a rapid few votes for the Shade. Plus Ghost the Shades. That is true, actually. That adds another meaning to it.
Yeah, Dying Lantern wins.
Hey, the Dying Lantern. Time to grow out of bots.
Ayo, Paul.
Look, we embrace them, Darius. Send them to us. Send us your army of bots.
The Shadow Paradox Fall of Legends. Imagine it was a two-part. We do Origins and then we cut forward like 20 years for like their last mission as the full group of them.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be really interesting as two-part series.
Oh, we can do it 3-part, and the mid one can be called the Shadow Paradox: A League of Legends. Absolutely.
You stop. You shut your whore mouth.
And it's just everyone in the party plays League for a session.
You shut your whore mouth, Raph. All right, my captain buzz is over.
Okay, captain time is over.
Yeah, fuck's sake, Raph. Raph would never.
Never now, kid. But yeah, so Veramore being the first one to die.
Well, do you think they died one by one, or do you think there was a big mission gone wrong?
I think the first one was Veramore. That was the first one, and that's when the cracks started to appear. That was like being very much more of a playful type of person, very much like that type of bard type of character. That hit home for a lot of them and broke them down. So the next major mission they went on is when things really went wrong. They weren't functioning the same way. A lot of them were a bit, feeling the aftermaths and the repercussions of Veramore's death. And that's very much like led into multiple dying. Which I imagine that's also where the Phoenix sort of come into possession of Zelray.
Yeah.
Was on that next.
What if we give them some massive critical acclaim? They killed a yacht, like something massive, but most of them died in the process.
Oh yes, they were free. Like Senator Freerich sent them up into a territory to investigate the Frost Giants because they had reports of like a large war group,
and there was a yacht
there amassing, and there was a Jotun there. They were ambushed. They had to fight their way out. They had to fight a Jotun.
Did they kill a Jotun? Is that like what their claim is?
I think, look, killing a Jotun is.
But if there's 6 level 20 Avengers, remember that.
That's true. I think that they did, but it wasn't just like a straight up fight type of thing. Like there was a mix of using several things to their advantage, perhaps where they were.
Astral bombs have been known to wipe parties before Bag of Holding and Bag of Holding. That has happened. I feel like they're level 20 though. That would
How much my war party look like Yoshi?
This also explains why they didn't retrieve the bodies.
What was that, Diz?
Why they didn't retrieve the bodies of the other members is because they were literally trying. Like, it's kind of like if you played some like I think, like it's literally like it's the ending mission of the game. Like it's the suicide mission. People are dying.
Yeah. Yeah. And do you think that perhaps Zelray was the only one, or someone else made it out alongside Zelray, and there was only two?
I think Zelray and First Light were the only two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. The Jotun are literally, as Crim says, the only way to beat the Jotun is a serious move of desperation. I think they could have done something like we can think of like an item or something that's extremely powerful, something that made them lose, like or maybe it was someone like people started wiping. You've got Ashen's like I'm not like I can't run. And it's like. Or someone even like Diana.
Hear me out though. Zelray used her connection to Solelia.
Yeah. Or what if it was actually Diana that used her connection to Wildfire and everything went off? Like First Light.
Yeah.
What if First Light was at the oldest point they've ever been in a life cycle, and when they immolated. It was so, like,
and then and it's basically clutching the sort of newborn,
the newborn First Light.
Yeah, she escaped. She was the only one to survive because she may have even been injured and sort of like a bit behind the rest of the group as they did this last ditch effort to try and kill the Jotun.
I really like to think that they definitely killed the Jotun. Have to kill her.
Yeah. They killed her, and in the last ditch, like they left her behind because she was injured at the time from the initial conflict with the Jotun, and so that's why she wasn't there with the rest of them when the final destruction happened. And it does kind of remind me of the Osgrim party, actually. Yeah, honestly, I can't wait to play them, Crimson. I think that's a really cool idea for a one-shot or a two-shot, a double tap.
So literally, Zelray makes her way to the epicenter of the blast. She sees a fireball, like an explosion, like mushroom cloud of fire on the horizon, and she gets there. She like ashes and skeleton. All that's left living, first life, baby phoenix.
Yep, in like a pile of ashes, just this new phoenix there.
Oh my god! And then she figures out what happens years later by establishing a Beast Heart connection to First Light to relive those final moments of her friends.
Or even if she was there and was too injured to actually like reach the rest of the group, like she saw it happening in the distance.
Yeah, actually, that's what we could do. As Grims puts in, we can kind of fuse the ideas. What if they went to get revenge for their leader? The first one, when they first went there, the first trip was when Verimour was slain by the Jotun and they fled. Yeah. And they went back to try and get the remains, even.
I was going to say, that could give them a reason to have stayed if in, like, the reason Verimour died in a mission or so beforehand was to a Jotun. So now faced with another one, it was almost like, we're doing this for Verimour, who died. Yeah, I think we make it the same Jotun.
Yeah, same Jotun. Many years before. Even many months before.
Yeah, months, years, some passage of time without it being too far.
Oh, I like this idea. I like this idea a lot.
I really like that.
This would make an excellent 2-part miniseries.
Yeah.
I'm worried now with all the talks that our party had the mission to go kill a frost giant limit. Well, you better hope that there's not a Jotun up there.
Look, Callus and Duo just like, let's fucking do this. Let's kill a Jotun. I'm fucking these motherfuckers.
Look how much we've actually managed to get done.
Yeah, we actually got a lot done there. I never said he would kill it. I thought this is how he would act.
I think you guys are you guys not going to do the shard before you try and do that frost giant thing? Because I don't think Cal's going to. I think the plan is for you all to head to Inishale first, and then
Inishale first, and then do it like on the way back from. Yeah, that's the way I saw it, at least.
So yeah, it's actually imagine this. So it's like I'm not ready to do this soon. It's not enough playing. But imagine this quest starts by you ask. It starts in Kingslayers as you ask how the Shadow Paradox was founded, and it's almost like a cutscene in canon of Kingslayers as like a thing where Zelray is explaining how the Shadow Paradox started and main members fell, and it's the entire 2-part miniseries is actually when we pull out of it, it's Zelray's explaining it all to the Kingfishers.
Oh, I kind of like that. And also, I do like Daria's idea as well of the guest character playing Verimour. Yeah. And then they die at the end. I like that.
Verimour should be a guest character as single one-shot. Mm-hmm. True. Honestly, no idea, to be honest, either way.
Look, but hey, hear me out though. They're confronted by a Jotun, and all Cal sees in that moment, he sees a Jotun, all he sees is just the memories replaying of him, of the dying god being humiliated at the hands of the Jotuns, that fear, that same rage and anger in that moment. Presented with that, I don't know. Because that would easily consume his mind. Because that's what the dying god would see.
True.
Either way, I like the Shadow Paradoxes, actually. I think it's a really cool, noteworthy act that really would have established their reputation.
But it does put them as a kind of...
Yeah.
Killing a Jotun is utmost top tier like adventure thing to do. It's like the killing a dragon.
It is up there.
Oh, that's cool though. That's cool. I like that as their crowning moment. Like stats for a Jotun, like if I use the base stats from like some of the Cobalt Press books, like obviously statting things out makes things a little difficult. Jotun Venison, Calton, yeah.
Jotuns, are they in the Undara Isles? That's my question for you, Des. Is that just one of the islands?
Bet they would be. But Jotuns are like CR22, I believe. Like base stat CR22. Which is, like I think they have 407 HP to start. Like 20 armor AC natural. 30 strength.
Yeah. Alright, they are tough. They are fucking tough.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Base stats. Let me check this thing out. No. Empyrean, I don't believe so. That's not the stats I would use. I can show you the stats I'd use. I just have to send this account into a different one. No, I can Crimson. If you're interested, in some of the books we use, there's actually the Jotun Giant stat. Let me just pull up the compendium here, and I can show it to chat. Let's see if this works. Alright, let's go. Tome of Beast. I think it's in Tome of Beast 1?
I think it's 1.
This is just a little off. That's not. I have both here with me. I also have them on Roll20. Tome Beast 2 is actually free on Roll20 right now, but looking at his stats, so Gargantuan, AC 20, 407 HP, which I normally buff shit like that. Strength 30, Dex 8, Con 26, Int 18, Wisdom 20, Charisma 14, Con plus 14, Wisdom plus 11, Charisma plus 8. I love the way it gives it stealth because it's just so large, which is wild to me. Immortality, no old age.
It's stealth because it's so big it just blends into the mountains and just like camouflages itself into literal mountains.
See, the problem is, Darius, you'd be memorizing the stats of a base Jotun. If you're facing a Jotun, it's named and it's getting its own stats. But innate spellcasting, speak with animals, bestow curse, gust of wind, divination, magic resistance, magic weapons, multi-attack, makes 2 great clubs and a frightful presence attack or 1 rock throwing attack. Yeah, I'm ignoring some of that. You do have a memory of a jellyfish, 100%. But it's great club. 10d8 plus 10 bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Rock 60, 12 plus 10. Frightful presence, very pog. Rock catching reaction. But I like its sweeping blow. Great club around itself in a semicircular path, 30 feet wide around the giant. All targets take 8d8 plus 10 bludgeoning damage. DC 19 dex save. Oh yeah, 100%. I'd be given like bits of each because this is just like base stats that I'd be basing it off of. But if you were to face someone like Saint of Gregis, the Saint of Jotuns, this shit's changed. Like,
yeah, this shit's.
I wouldn't be using just a base Jotun. This would just be my building block. Like Jotun shamans.
I love the too big to notice ability. That's just fucking cool.
Yeah. When not moving is the stealth. It's just part of the landscape.
Yeah, it just looks like a part of it. That's just splice the Jotun and an Empyrean together. That's kind of cool.
Absolutely.
Some weird hybrid. Okay, so yeah, why is this like what's an Empyrean? It's a type of an angel.
Jotun employs the Drax stealth if you move slow enough you can't see it. 100%.
Yeah.
So I think Mercutio still would, because even if it rolled 20, not 20, it'd be max 25.
Well,
so
nothing gets past Mercutio.
Apart from when you make her take off her robe of eyes. Very pogs, strat.
One weakness.
Crimson, do you know much of the... Have you seen Deep Magic, by the way, from Cobalt Press? It's really cool.
We do use quite a bit of it, actually.
We actually do use a lot of it. You play a subclass from it.
I do play a subclass from it.
God, think about how strong that party would have been at max strength. A level 20 beast heart, which is like... They already have an animal companion, which is like... it's 1.5 characters almost. Like a level 20 paladin is fucking wild. A level 20 sorcerer is wild. A level 20 bard is wild. Level 20 druid and a level 20 barbarian. Like that shit's a strong ass party.
Wild. Yes. Like the shit that they could pull off. Absolutely insane.
That just sounds like it could be such a fun...
Yeah. Level 20 one shot though, if we do get around to that.
Level 20 double tap.
Yeah, level 20 double tap. Although, were they level 20 when they first established the game?
No, not when they first
probably
established.
Not. Yeah. So probably not in that case.
Oh, you know what, though? You know it's better than someone else's homebrew? Our homebrew. Official Eldritch Scribe content. If you go to the Patreon, we're doing D in December. And for every week in the month of December, we're going to be releasing a subclass and a race for our setting. All a new expansion for the Undaria Isles. But right now, there's an announcement up there with 2 subclasses on it already. The College of the Brass Lungs that myself and Cade worked tirelessly on, and a solo bolo of Cade's the Stress Knight Fighter. They're very cool. Check it out. I'm not asking you, telling you.
Yeah. Telling you.
And if you want to get some more cool ones, gotta keep a lookout for the subtle transition. We have the subtlety of a... it's great.
It's very subtlety.
But yeah, I would say when they started, they would have been like... I would say like level 7 starting their adventuring company.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I don't think they would be that.
Even be that.
Yeah, I think the origins, like an origin story is no fun if they have all their bells and whistles, all the kinks worked out.
Yeah.
Like they were literally just drinking in a tavern and accidentally stomped out a rebellion.
Yeah, that's cool. I think that's interesting as well because actually the Kingfishers are quite a way ahead of where they were when they started.
Yeah. Like, you're not where they were. Check the Discord. Oh, what did you do? What did you do? What's in the box?
I love that.
Get fucked, Maramore.
Fuck you, Maramore.
That's a bit of an oof. That's a bit of an oof for Maramore.
I absolutely love that though. I love that.
That's great. That's fucking hilarious. Speaking of which, thank you, Crimson. Come hang out with us on the Discord. If you're not already a part of it, you should be. We're having fun in there without you. I also have a share on your PC, Kate. It's great. You're missing out. That's a funny name.
It's
I got a
amazing.
hee hee ha ha from that.
Yeah, look, they gave me a very strong hee hee ha ha.
We actually we got so much more done than I thought we'd gotten done.
I'm just looking through it at the moment. Look, Dari, it's okay. We all know you're not on the Discord. It's okay.
Yeah. Look, you're missing out. You're just not as cool as us.
It's just a bit cringe, It's a little bit cringe.
Look, Crimson, congratulations. You've been cast as the role of Varamore.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely have all the scribbles on the Discord. 100%. Don't question.
Yes, absolutely. Definitely not
cringe
missing to
name. It has always been.
Yeah.
Always has been.
Yeah.
Always has been. I'm trying to think what we have left to cover. What else we want to cover? Because we're definitely not getting to making a mercenary company for the chat.
Absolutely not. Des, I wrote that off after the first hour. I looked at what we'd done. how far we had come and be like, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. But for the Shadow Paradox, like, I think the only thing left to touch upon really is for Zelray. Like, she returned home as the sole member, and by that stage, I imagine
by that stage they had a couple. They had like, I'd say, over 50. Y'all have a plan for next week from sound of it. Yep, we're going to build a mercenary company with Chad.
Yeah.
I think she returned with First Light, and they asked what happened, and she just said,
"Yeah,
I'm the last of the original members of the Shadow Paradox," and they were like, "Well, you are the last Shadow," and that's how the title got given to her.
Yep, roll credits. You were the last Shadow. Roll credits.
Roll credits.
Look, I think she returned back, and then she was like, "There was like, yeah, Rip Bozos.
Rip Bozos.
You're not living with the last Shadow."
I like this. I like this a lot.
I actually really like what we came up with there. Is there anything anyone wants to know about it, or any other questions people have about the Shadow Paradox they want us to talk about?
Or we will start
try and flesh out.
Or do people want to get us heavily distracted?
Because I think it's all pretty self-explanatory from there. Like, Zelray returns, focuses more on setting up the mercenary.
Takes on more leadership
and organization.
Less active.
Yes. Stops taking on missions themselves.
I don't think that she'd never take missions, but I think she'd just work more with Senator Free Reach to like.
Well, she's the only one there left though of the head members, so she takes on board the leadership role and like all of like sorting through different jobs, handing out,
working through contracts, desk work.
There's a lot of admin stuff. I was gonna say there's a lot of admin work involved in an organization like that. I
definitely think there's a part of Zelray that would love to just take First Light and leave and just literally go out on the adventure as like solo again.
She can.
No,
I'm sure
solo.
Zamani and Rainier go, please come with us, please.
Yeah, the legacy of the Shadow Paradox is about where I believe the direction of this guy. Yeah. So what Zelray looks like is beautiful auburn hair, tied up in a messy bun, the sides and back of her head shaved, beautiful green eyes, elven lineage, was wearing a laced up bodice, and then the other night she was wearing a silk black dress with a very low cut with no back. That one's for you, Daria. You need a third mom for the conglomerate. Yeah. No, I think there is a big part of Zelray that would like the Shadow Paradox is established without me. Get a second in command and leave.
Yeah. Look, potentially as an ally down the line, like a very, very interesting ally for us to gain.
You guys are a ways away from having Zelray.
Yeah. Which is why I was saying down the line. Like, obviously not right now, but definitely something for the future.
Definitely something for the future.
I would like to see the Shadow Paradox like play a continuing role throughout Quanthos' history, because I quite like them. The little history shaped up for them.
Yeah, I've since we set them up, I have enjoyed the Shadow Paradox as like a concept.
Yeah.
Also, like since Nate, like remember, first Shadow Paradox we met was like session 7.
Look, first time we heard about Shadow Paradox, Des hit me up before a session and was like, I'm just going to say a little spoiler to you. It'll make no sense, but it'll make you just think Shadow Paradox. Left without saying a word.
Yeah, I was like, what is the Shadow Paradox, Rap? And you're like, I don't know. What's in the paradox?
Didn't realize it was a band of chads.
But it's just like they're basically an adventurers guild. Very much so like, the cooler kingfishers.
Wow.
The cooler kingfishers.
Like a very different.
How many other factions are there? Hello, Hans.
Hey, Hans.
Any rival groups? There definitely is. I definitely think there's other groups. Like we actually came into this being like, okay, we have some other groups. Like we can talk about the Gilded Gear Set, the Rahashir. Like we were coming into this being like, we can talk a couple factions, and the Shadow Paradox is just one. If I go back to our,
which I think would be quite interesting though, because Zarzan as well. Like we haven't really gone into mercenary organizations within Zarzan before, like other ones that exist. Like we have other factions and organizations and such. but we haven't really. I don't think we've named any other.
But here's some that we were ready to go through. So the Shadow Paradox isn't even in here. They're just the most relevant one for now. So we have the Blades of the Heart we were ready to go through. We have Order of the Tempest Soul, the Ijarkanal Inquisition, the Rahashir, the Gilded Gear set, Order of the Arch. Shadow Paradox. Are we talking about the D&D monster Shadows Throws a Shadow? There was a monster called that, right? There was, but no, we're talking about a mercenary company that named themselves the Shadow Paradox.
Yes.
But yeah, we had like all these guilds ready to go through, and then we did not get as much done today as you.
Which I would love to go through all these different factions and guilds, as Des and I have put a fair amount of work into each of them. So it'd be very interesting.
Yeah, but I think that's it. I think that's most of what we want to get done. Well, we're going to get done anyway, because I am noticing the time we are kind of at the usual winding down point. So unless people want us to go over something specifically, I'm going to give you one last chance before I bring this. Look, nothing wrong with the way this flight has gone. It was a good stream, gang. It was a good stream.
It was a good stream, gang. Thank you all for participating and giving us such memorable hee-hee ha-has.
Yeah, we got the hee-hee ha-ha funnies. But there's a little bit of the stream where I'm going to wind us down. So, we're the Eldritch Scribe. This has been our world building stream. Raft. I hate you.
You have to do the outro, Des. You have to do the outro in this.
I hate you. I hate you so much. Just fuck you.
Look,
Frozen Shadows. No, they are not the same group. Frozen Shadows
is
are
different.
We'll go over them.
They are a group, to give them a brief rundown, they're essentially a group in the north of the world who see themselves as being the first and last line of defense against the Jotuns, should they seek a return to their tyrannical conquering ways, and essentially try their best to spy and keep tabs on the Jotuns in their territory and keep the rest of the world informed. But since the 300-year war, they have fallen into a bit of a state of disarray as nothing really has changed. So, yeah, interesting group.
Thanks for this, Raph. Thank you to the RAF.
Take it away, Des. Let's take the flight.
We've been the Eldritch Scribe. Thank you for flying with the Eldritch Airlines. Today we were covering the Shadow Paradox, a very interesting mercenary guild, and next Wednesday we'll probably be discussing, as long as my work schedule decides to line up, we're going to make Chat a mercenary group, and we're going to set it in canon. But if you liked what you saw, please consider following the channel. The world to us. We're pretty small and we're working hard at it. Other than that, if you'd like to support us further than that, if it's within your means to do so, you can consider subscribing to the channel. Prime if you got them. If not, the best way to support us is our Patreon, which is what we're really focusing on right now. There's 3 tiers on the Patreon. They're $5, $10, $15 tier. Through the month of December, we're going to be launching what we call D&D December, where we're going to be releasing a subclass and race, official and canon set to the World of Quentas, our homebrew setting. You only need to be on the $5 a month tier for that. We also have a $10, $15 a month tier. The $10 a month tier gives you access to all the beautiful battle maps that we use every Monday, designed by myself. And if you really want to see cracked behind the scenes notes for $15 a month, you can see how I design my sessions and what I think came of them and how I think it went. Talk balance, talk knock-on effects, and the such. It really does mean the world to us. I'm just going to go back over. Thank you, Crimson, again for gifting subs. It really does mean a lot to us, and thank you for the $5 tip. Keeping these box lights running, it's a energy crisis throughout the world, so we really appreciate it. We're pretty small, so thank you so much. It means a lot to us. Other than that, follow us on our socials for any Eldritch content. Sometimes I do post maps to our Instagram, and we do post some weekly recaps of what happened in the previous week's session to the Twitter. That's a Raf's job. So if you're obviously keeping up with a 4-hour game every week is difficult. So if you just want to get a recap to be ready and available next week, I can get posted on Friday. And when I'm less disjointed in my thoughts, I do post a stream schedule to Twitter. And then check out the VODs on the YouTube. Thanks so much. We're going to go ahead. Raiding out today. I will. I'll double check who's online. So give me one moment.
Who will you raid?
Who will you raid?
Any suggestions from chat on who we should raid?
Who indeed. Is there anyone who wants to direct this raid? Is there any raid recommendations?
Mendari? There, Mendari's on.
Mendari is on. Are we as a conglomerate happy to raid
Conglomerate, thank you very much.
The conglomerate. Yeah, let's. So I've been your captain tonight. Thank you for flying with Eldritch Airlines. We're going to be out in raid Mendari.
Please fasten your seatbelts.
Please fasten your seatbelts for a turbulent and let's put a raid message in this time. Let's go.
Yeah, and now landing at our destination of Mendari. What are you doing for the raid message?
So
what are we feeling?
So let me get this up. I'm actually writing a message today because we never did. It's something that we so good. This is our raid message. It's Crimson. You almost got it. You almost got it correct. So everyone, copy and paste that. We're gonna put the goodbye screen up, and we're gonna raid Mendari. Put that in when we arrive. We're crashing. The turbulence is too much. The chaos is too much. We'll see you Monday for our raid game.
Yes, see ya.